Primordial Radio.
Primordial Radio 2000 Trees.
He's eating hay.
What's that? Eating hay? Yeah. What is that? Actually, what is going on over there? I've seen some...
No judgment.
I've seen some things at festival, guys, but...
It's interesting. I ain't never seen a
man being ridden.
I ain't never seen a man being ridden and fed a hay in the field to a rock music soundtrack.
Wow. What would be the soundtrack to that, do you think?
I mean...
Bit of Easy Lover, Phil Collins?
I don't know, man.
I think it needs one.
No, just
Tiny Dancer by Elton John.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, Bob Vylan, guys, how you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It is sweltering, but I won't complain. You just got here. How's it been so far?
Fantastic.
It's been great.
It's been great. It's busy and, loving this weather, loving being out here, all these people, and, about to see some music before we go on stage and stuff,
Absolutely, everybody seems to be here as well. Which, everybody is here.
It's a stacked lineup, stacked.
Yeah. Last time we were together, you had just released your album, The Price is Life, on the day of the General Mayhem. We didn't know at that point how well it was going to do. Top 20, though, in the end.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a record-breaking album, I say we, but I will never shut up about it. But it's top, and why that is because it's made history. Again, when we talked before, we didn't know what it was going to do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But we just knew we'd put this thing out. But Bob Vylan's the only band. We're the only band ever in the history of the UK charts to produce, record and mix and then release their album on their own record label and have it reach the top 20. That's the first time, that's and only time it's ever been done. And that's a huge moment for us personally, but also a huge moment for independent and DIY artists, we didn't have any financial backing on this, from some record label or independent record label. We financed this ourselves, so it's incredible.
Have you thought about starting a label?
We have. So we released it on our own record label, Ghost Theatre, and that label is, we've used ourselves as guinea pigs, so that we can trial and error on ourselves before we try it with somebody else. But now we're kind of, figuring out what works, what doesn't work, what needs to be done, and the timeline that things need to be done in. And Ghost Theatre is something that, we're going to build into more than just a label. It's going to be a community, a place where artists can talk with other artists and get advice and stuff, independent of any, agendas that managers and record labels and everybody else in the industry side may have, but a place where artists can help artists.
I got to give you a shout on the vinyl in particular as well. One, it's just an amazing vinyl, but two, because everyone knows the difficulties of vinyl, thank you Adele or whoever it might be this week. I ordered your vinyl and it came 2 days later. I was genuinely shocked by that.
Yeah, that's what we do, We're an efficient, smooth,
operating crew.
Well-oiled machine.
Oil was that guy on the hay earlier.
Yeah. To be fair, he might want to get some lotion on before he burns, man.
Oh man, yeah. Ouch. So back at the General Mayhem, I think you said that was the largest stage invasion that had ever taken place for you guys. Has it been beaten since?
That's a good question.
I feel there's things that are definitely close. I couldn't call it if I'm going to be honest.
Because you had my sound guys and crew very, very worried.
That the Primordial stage itself wasn't the biggest stage we've done the stage invasion on. Yeah. I think how many people were on that stage. I saw a video of it not too long ago, and I was like, oh shit. There's a lot of people on there. I don't know if it's been beaten. I don't know.
It's not been beaten. I'm taking that. It's not been beaten yet. It's not been beaten. So, we're still holding that record.
Yeah. Primordial can keep that.
Yeah, we're keeping that for now. For now.
I don't know what this one's saying, but we'll figure it out.
Well, I tell you, there's a big truss right in the middle, which I'm looking at going, how many bands must want to climb that thing?
Right. I haven't even had a look at the stage yet.
Yeah, when you see it, you'll see what I'm talking about.
We are Bob fucking Vylan.
Glastonbury must have been sick. Every artist wants to play Glastonbury at some point or another.
Yeah, amazing, man. Yeah, brilliant opportunity. Something we've wanted to do the whole time. Never been a band, you know. There's certain things that you just want to tick off the list. That's one. And got to headline Tree Stage. So yeah.
Like even at 3:30 a.m. Like what's it like doing a set at 3:30? Like trying to stay awake to keep the energy. You know?
It was a first, wasn't it? Yeah. We've done that as the latest show we've ever played.
Easily, yeah.
And you know, so 2 days before we were in Netherlands doing a festival. Then we flew to Germany and did a show, and then we flew to England and done Glastonbury. So it's like 3 shows, like just flights and then flight show. So it was a very tired experience, but that was almost immediately forgotten when we stepped on that stage, you know. Yeah.
You mentioned on Twitter the other day about diversity in rock festivals. Who would you put on? Like obviously you mentioned yourselves, Nova Twins, Kenny Hoopla was like, well, that ticks the boxes kind of vibe. But who else would, like, if you were in the room with the people booking, who would you go like, you need to put these acts on?
I personally would love to see Meet Me at the Altar. I would love to see Big Joni. I would love to see even someone like JPEG Mafia. I think will hold his weight against half of these hard rock bands, you know. I think even Scarlord, do you know what I mean? Like Scarlord,
man, I must admit that the whole trap metal world, like that whole genre is just like, it's so bizarre, but like utterly brilliant at the same time.
Even City Morgue, you know, like you could get Zilla Kami, Sauce Moolah out here, like.
Not Zilla can't come out of the country anymore.
No, I thought it was Sauce that couldn't.
No, I think
they might both have trouble, to be fair. We don't know. We can't speak on another man's immigration status. But yeah, you know, like all that, like there's so much, you know, there's so much music. There's like White Lands is a great like up and coming band. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, if you look at festivals like Decolonize Fest, which is you know, a festival that is, you know, it puts on black rock bands and queer rock bands, and you know, like it's like there's so many bands. There's so many that could be on these stages. They could be headlining these stages. They could be, you know, opening up these stages. And I think it's just a shame that the boards of promoters or whoever it is that are putting these festivals together are not very diverse, and therefore they're not creating a very diverse lineup, you know. And there's certain things that just tick boxes. It's a shame, you know. But I suppose, you know, us talking about it and
being here today,
yeah, you know, we're able to. I mean, even Grove. Do you know what I mean? Like Grove, they swing with half of these lot out here, man. Like, incredible show, hype show, you know? It's not necessarily rock, but it's still got that same attitude. It's still got that same
energy, same
yeah.
passion, yeah.
So as well as running a record label, you're going to be a promoter as well.
You know, there's many hats that are worn, you know, but I mean, we just dictate what these promoters do. You know, you can hire us for a diversity training. You know, you can hire Bob Vylan for diversity training. I feel
like that would be quite the crash course.
Yeah. That's you know, that's an offer that we'll give to these promoters. Yeah,
amazing.
For sure. Why
amazing.
not?
You mentioned City Morgzilla earlier, and you were talking about collaborations. Collaborations is a huge thing today. Who do you want to hit up? Like, what's the wish list for collaborations?
I mean, the wish list is, I mean, like Rage, Zach, do you know what I mean, in particular. But yeah, Rage Against the Machine, Run the Jewels, that'd be great.
Maybe get Chuck on.
Yeah. Chuck D. Do you know what I mean?
Bizarrely, I don't know why. Like, he followed me on Twitter about 10 years ago. I was like, this must be a mistake. Yeah, but I was like, why?
But yeah, like, I don't know. Kneecaps would be sick as well. Yeah. They played yesterday.
Yeah. Missed that one.
So fucking pissed if we missed that. But yeah, I don't know. There's a few, but like they're the ones that spring to mind now. You know.
Nice. Season starting again soon. Happy with Gabriel Jesus?
I'm fucking over the moon with it. We needed a striker. Got Gabriel. Seemed to be building in midfield as well. Let me just say as well. I'm not sure about the ins and outs yet, But there's been some things in the news recently about a player getting in a bit of trouble. If it is an Arsenal player, I hope that you don't just bench him, you just drop him. Otherwise, I won't be coming to your games anymore. Thanks.
All right, I genuinely don't know anything about that, so yeah, we will. We'll wait and see, man. We'll wait and see. It's an interesting mix in our household. Another Gooner and a Newcastle, so it's a very odd. Yeah. We kind of took the Champions League away from you last season. Sorry, not sorry, guys. You got a festival to get on with. You need to eat, so I'm going to let you go. It is so awesome to catch up and have an awesome set later, guys.
Good to see you again as well, man.
Take care, guys. Really appreciate it.
Primordial Radio.